Before time was born, silence ruled the wild, a stillness that was waiting for its first sound. In those eyes burned an ancient war for existence, a fierce will that refused to fade away. Breaking a bond of millions of years, hands left the dirt, the first motion toward a grand discovery. Looking up at the sky, destiny was defied. The day man stood tall, his fate was rewritten. A jagged stone in a tensed fist was man's first god. For an unarmed hand, it was an absolute power. Hunger, the trial that forged the hunter into a warrior. To live, he had to take life. Back then, death ran faster than we did. In every shadow, an unknown fear lay in wait. One slip, and history would have ended there. Survival was a war fought in every single second. Silence was the weapon. Breath was the strategy. A quiet hunt, hidden from the predator's gaze. The miracle that tore through the dark. Fire. In that glow, man finally saw his future. Fire forged the tribes, and unity was born. Banishing the dark, that flame gave us security. Taste was discovered, and the mind evolved. Cooking food was the start of civilization. The first armor against nature's wrath. Animal skins were the reason we stayed alive. Man's first signature on immortality, a crimson mark that screamed, "I was here." Nature was a cataclysm, but courage was our nature. Amidst the storms, man stood bold. The stars became the maps of our destiny. In the endless void, we found our way. The wild was tamed. The predator became a friend. A new bond began in the hunt. The day weight was conquered, speed was born. The wheel changed our journey forever. Conquering hunger, our footprints crossed continents. Human discovery had no boundaries. Riverbanks breathed life into civilizations. Where there was water, empires flourished. A single seed shifted the course of the world. The hunter finally conquered his hunger. The hunter now became the master of earth. Through labor, man emerged as a farmer. Clay took form. Necessity became art. Learning to store food brought a new security. Victory over famine, a life of abundance. Where hunger ended, new thoughts took flight. Stone melted in the heat, and metal was born. Man found a power sharper than any stone. Metal gave man an absolute power. Weapons changed, and the art of war evolved. Huts became empires, and empires became history. Man built a world of his own making. Trade connected worlds and minds. Exchange began, and the world started to unite. Letters were born, and memory became immortal. Words could now travel across time. Speed increased, and time became our prisoner. On the edge of a wheel, civilization raced. Stacking stone upon stone, we teased the heavens. Pyramids stood as a testament to our wit. We turned the endless abyss into our path. Epic voyages began upon the ocean waves. A passion for beauty, the creation of art. Adornment wasn't just fashion, it was culture. Knowledge, the flame that banished the dark. In libraries, man preserved his legacy. The new definition of power, speed. On the backs of horses, empires began to expand. Why? How? What? These questions were revolutions. A thought was the first step to change. Wealth erased all borders. Across the Silk Road, the bonds between nations grew. Iron ruled an entire age. From the sword to the plow, metal was the essence of life. Faith breathed life into lifeless stones. For the divine, man carved life into rock. Thoughts finally found their form in letters. Printing began, and knowledge reached everyone. Courage runs deep in our blood. With a compass, we mastered the unknown seas. Science unlocked the secrets of the universe. Galileo's gaze revealed the mysteries of the moon. Not muscle, but the power of the machine ruled. The steam engine drove us into a new era. Light defeated the night forever. Edison's bulb gave man a whole new sense of time. The dream of flying finally became real. On the wings of the rights, man soared. The world was shrunk into a tiny screen. Vision was captured, and distance vanished. Earth was not enough. We climbed to the stars. A step on the moon was a giant leap for mankind. One tiny chip redefined intelligence. The journey of silicon became a digital revolution. Magic in our palms, information in a blink. The smartphone put the world in our pockets. Artificial intelligence challenging the creator. A thinking machine is a test of human intellect. The age where roads moved to the sky. 2026, flying vehicles are no longer a dream. Battling death and winning with science. Robotic hands are the new weapons of life. A human signature on another planet. Our footprints have marked the red soil of Mars. No difference between dream and reality. The virtual world takes us to realms unknown. The word distance is now history. With Hyperloop, we cross nations in minutes. Our need is the new system, a smart home that knows our needs before we do. The cycle of life is now in our control. With gene editing, we march toward immortality. A grand effort to revive nature. Cleaning the oceans, we make the earth green again. Robot and human, one journey. The machine is no longer a slave, it is a companion. Global village, a world without borders. Through the internet, everyone is now one. The power of stars in our grasp. With fusion power, we created endless energy. Space tourism, a dream for all. The cosmos is no longer just for scientists. The time when thoughts became tools. With brain links, our minds rule the world. Technology has now joined hands with greenery. Forests now grow in the heart of skyscrapers. A new life created by man. With bioink, we are now printing artificial hearts. Knowledge for all, everywhere. With holograms, world-class education reaches every corner. The whole universe will bear our footprints. Leaving Earth, we voyage beyond the galaxies. Time won't stop. Speed won't slow. Before our pace, the universe itself feels small. From caveman to astronaut, the quest is the same. The wonder within us remains unchanged. This is not the end. It's a grand beginning, a new chapter in human history.
If you want more videos, subscribe our channel.